here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Mounties of Montreal taking on the Caps of Paris.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back?
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from the City of Light. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have.
And touchdown! A great play there. 66 yards. And the Caps will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are on the field, this is an offense that will take its shots. And true to form, they do exactly that and break up a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to pump the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. They'll find Hodgins there complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st down, Monties.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Cavs are once again back in front.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he returns this to the 22. The Montreal offense ready to take over now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Mounties have moved out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
On the return, here's Gary Brightwell. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way at him. How'd you not score?
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Mounties are able to strike quickly to add
him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still...
Make him feel good about himself and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. One back in the backfield.
midfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Montreal offense ready to take over now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel if they have a really good
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this pass caught by Gray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. 2nd and 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That is incomplete.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
Here's Brightwell to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold the lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Mounties take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Hines now on the return.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Hyatt there to grab it.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Paris. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now here's a throw that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on here to punt it away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
He'll take it at the 42. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a Montreal first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 13 yards that time and a first.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
They run again with Hines. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run with Hines. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Mounties go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find Gray here. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Corbin. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Hines. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.